Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. We're going to take a look at the 1 hour chart in a minute. First of all, quick look at the daily. Idea is still that we are in this larger fourth wave. Yes, it might be complete, but I really need to see some more evidence to confirm it. Minimally, I'd like to see a 5-wave move up. We haven't got that, and a break above this descending trend line would help. We have some bullish indicators that we're observing. For example, we have the daily RSI, which printed a bullish divergence. We're also still in the process of trying to break this trend line here on the daily RSI. That's not so relevant, however, not as relevant as the larger dotted line here with 4 touch points. So that's not too reliable, okay, this 2 touch point solid trend line. But yeah, we might see a break and we have a bullish divergence, and there are some indicators that are pointing towards a possible turnaround. And lastly, I mean, we are still above support and we're using the Elliott waves as well. So all of them allow us to identify, or at least to watch for possible reversals from this region. The price recently reacted here to that 38.2 retracement of the larger third wave, which topped in March. And that is typically an ideal target for a fourth wave. So we're still holding that. But it would obviously be help to generate some additional upside momentum to break above this descending trend line, right? So if we go and take a look at the shorter time frame, just like the 1 hour time frame, you can see that the B wave topped here most recently in June. Okay, so that's the idea. A larger B wave topped in June. We're now moving down in circle wave C, and that is circle wave C of a larger fourth wave. And from here, we would still like to see a larger fifth wave to the upside, but there's absolutely no sign it has started. It looked quite good, you know, this move up from the July low, from the 5th of July low, this initial rally. It was a 5-wave move, at least you can interpret it as that. But then this move down was a bit too deep to be reliable, to be clearly bullish. And then this is all a choppy mess to the upside. So there is nothing clearly bullish there. Of course, the market could extend higher, and this would only be possible in a so-called diagonal pattern. So if we are working on white wave 3, then I need to see that third wave, yeah, which is part of the bullish case. The white scenario is the short-term bullish one. We really need to hold above the Monday low, so we need to hold above 55,040. And it needs to give me a third wave that reaches 61,500. If we do that, or even go higher, then we can watch for a 4 and 5. And only if I get these 5 waves, I have a solid confirmation that really a lasting low has been established here on the 5th of July. Okay, and then usually after these 5 waves have formed, we should get a corrective pullback. However, until we get these 5 waves up, I maintain the perspective that this is just a corrective rally. I'm very open to the idea we're turning around, but I just don't, you know, as long as it's so corrective and as long as I don't really have evidence that we are breaking above resistance from a forecast point of view, there is at least a high risk that we move down from here, especially because this move down looks like a 5-wave move. I mentioned that in my previous video today. Let's go to the smaller time frame. It has extended a little bit, but it's turned into quite a clear 5-wave move down. So it is now still the case that let's say a recovery rally, a relief rally in a corrective wave 2 is due now. The main resistance, or let's call it micro resistance, is defined between 59K and 58,090. So this wave 2 should get into this region, but there is no clear evidence that this wave 1 has bottomed. I think it could have bottomed. I mean, if you draw a micro trend line here, we just broke it. I mean, it's possible that this wave 2 has started, and in that case, it would be an ABC structure, but it's just not very clear yet. ABC, okay, and then an A wave can be a 5-wave move or a 3-wave move, but we're here on a very small wave degree anyway. So that's what I'd be watching for, like an ABC structure in wave 2, maybe today, tomorrow, and then a third wave down. But if we break above 59K, it would again shift probabilities towards something more bullish, because any wave 2 corrective rally shouldn't really break above the 59K level, in this case, the 78.6 retracement, okay? Then we can either watch for an extension in wave B or the third wave. But again, it takes really all 5 waves to confirm the white count. Now, if we really move down from here, then it would be expected that the yellow C wave goes below the low of the A wave, so below that 5th of July low, below 53,500 roughly, yeah, or 650. And the next Fibonacci support levels are 53,370, 51,817, and 50,700. And then, and that's slightly below 50,700, 49.9K. That's the 100% extension of yellow wave A. I'm not sure if we get there. If we do, if it's only a, let's call it not a sustained break of that larger orange box, that move down would be tolerable. But ideally we avoid it. Okay, that's my latest view on the Bitcoin chart. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.